It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. We'll see the dynamic Justin Fields. He was a tour de force a week ago. 6 passing touchdowns. It's the Bears and the Packers on Sunday night primetime.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Packer team as we enter play here. They come in off a good win on the road, and now they hit the home opener at 1-0. Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
Teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped it to 14. Here come the Bears, and at the helm is someone that they have a lot of hopes for leading this franchise. The 11th pick in 2021 out of Ohio State, Justin Fields.
We talk so much about how coaches script things, especially on offense, to start a season, to start a game, whatever it is. Could they have scripted a better start in terms of playing? Offensive Player of the Week in the NFC, and his team won their season opener.
Absolutely. Perfect start to the year, but all the talk was, hey, that was week 1. Now we got to move forward.
Let's do it again in week 2. That's what he's told his teammates.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Here's Fields. He's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 34 yards to gain that time. Another first down. Fields. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Bears at 1-0 on the year following the win in week 1, and they were able to take care of business in front of the home crowd last week.
Yeah, it's always nice to get that opener at home, but now things get a little bit tougher. The good thing for them, though, is they take a little extra confidence with them when they head out on the road.
That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
Santos' kick is up and through, and it's 3-0. The Bears hit the scoreboard first. Well, they started the drive backed up pretty deep, but a nice effort to overcome the field position, get into field goal range on the game's opening possession.
And, Brandon, I think from where they started, the initial thought was, can we get 1 or 2 first downs and help out our defense after we pump the ball away with field position? But as that drive went on, I think their sights got set a little bit higher. They were thinking touchdown, ended up settling in between and coming away with a field goal.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes the winner of the last 2 NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
Rodgers will bring the Pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Eluding the press, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Rodgers now to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Flushed out right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On the return is Pettis. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
That one goes for 30 yards. Matt LaFleur loudly voicing his objections. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now it's Fields. And he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his 2nd season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive. Now Rodgers. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Well, Charles, now we take a look here at their 2022 draft class. No 1st-round pick for them this year, but it seems like they're able to overlook that, at least in talking to them, with the type of upside that they found on days 2 and 3.
Yeah, you're right about that. No 1st-round pick, maybe. But there was a point where their top selection did have his name thrown out there as a possible 1st-rounder. So now, as you described, they're hoping they can develop those traits and get a couple of difference makers out of the middle rounds.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Back for the 2nd quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 42. Here's Rodgers to throw. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, Rodgers. A throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 28. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. On play action, it's Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson.
Rodgers pass intercepted by the Bears.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head.
Touchdown! Darnell Mooney with his second touchdown of the game, fourth of the year. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So this offensive unit, they were solid in the opening week victory, and now they are looking just as sharp here in week 2.
And that's exactly what you want, too, because you want to get better each and every week and really ramp up as the season goes on. I know it's still early in the season and a lot can happen, but this offense, they look like they're going to be fun to watch each and every time out.
Now the point after try for Santos. He's got it, and it's 17-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
He sets up the screen to Jones. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson. It got his man complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Over the middle here, it's hauled in by Watson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. To throw again on second down. Rodgers looking left sideline, incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
So now on fourth down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. The kick by Crosby is good, and they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So, Charles, they are on the board after that kick. So 3 drives, 3 points. Obviously not the start that you were hoping for, but they're able to erase that 0 off the scoreboard.
Yeah, I guess what you're saying is a point of drive is not what offenses are striving for by any stretch. They're happy they've got 3 now. They hope that that unlocks their offense for bigger points down the road.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. From the 6. And he won't quite make it to the 25. But the Bears going to take over now late in this first half. Just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to move with a nice sense of...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Fields throw there, hauled in by Claypool. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started out at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. Isaiah Pacheco, 2 touchdown runs to lead the way. From there, we head east to Baltimore to check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Miami Dolphins. Lamar Jackson, couple of touchdown passes as his guys win their 2nd straight to start the year. And finally, it's the season's only doubleheader on Monday night. Titans-Bills at 7:15, then Vikings-Eagles at 8:30. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Bears. And it's been the passing game that's been the story. They have feasted on this secondary to the tune of 200-plus yards already through 2 quarters. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half. These 2 coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0. But who will it be? To find out, let's go back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the 3rd quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packers ready to go to start quarter number 3. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He finds Watson complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. To throw is Rodgers. He's got the hook up to Lazard. And they're going to get this up to midfield. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He rifles one that's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off. And the Bears are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. Now Fields. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And incomplete on the deep ball. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw, Fields. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
He's going to let it go again. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, he just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
Now a throw to the end zone. 1st down.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't...
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie. Because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Now the Packers get set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Back now at Lambeau. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, Rodgers. Throw caught by Raymond. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Work to do here to avoid falling to 1 and 1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. Open man is Raymond. He's got it. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Now Rodgers got to have this one. This is caught. And he's brought down. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw, it's Rodgers. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And the result, a Green Bay score. And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. And this one is incomplete.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught inside the 15. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 2nd and 10. Here's Fields. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Bears! Darnell Mooney from 13 yards out. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants them to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packers ready to take over offensively. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
Now look out. Rodgers lost the football, and this is picked up by the Bears. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the fourth, it doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline is still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up first and goal. Here's Fields. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And we talked so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Chicago, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Green Bay, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to get back on the beam next week as they'll head to Tampa to take on the Bucs.
You see, it's two type of people in life. It's people that wake up and wish they had it. And it's people that wake up and go get it. We go get it, baby. Let's go. Photo for so photo get it. All I know is to go get it. Shoot my shot, now I ain't gon' miss it. All I know is to go